103.3 KFR, it's the Morning Mayhem with Dana and Tess. And joining us right now, a very talented guy. In 2015, won American Idol, even though dude is hideous. I mean, if it weren't for his talent, what would happen to this guy?
How dare you?
103.3 KFR.
Nick Fradiani, what's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Now, I make fun because he's a heartthrob. I mean, he can't move without teens making squealy sounds.
I don't know about that. But...
So I felt like that was a challenge for you during American Idol, though. I felt like you were really pushing to go, hey, it's not all about my looks.
Well, I think I never even thought that would ever be really a thing, and then J-Lo made a comment one time, and that kind of turned it into that, I guess, you know? I think they try to make everybody into, like, kind of a character at some point, you know what I mean? So,
oh, you poor guy. J-Lo called you hot.
I know, right?
I don't know if it's, like, anywhere near what you went through with that, but, like, just in everyday life for me, I'm a tall woman with blonde hair, and I like to wear makeup, and so I'm like, listen, I'm smart. I have a brain.
Right.
You know, I'm not that typical dumb blonde.
Right.
Like, there's more to me than that. So that's something that you had to deal with.
Are you about to ask him out? What was that? That got weird.
I am blushing right now that you just said that.
Make this official.
That got awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really think about it that much, to be honest with you. I was just making sure I knew all the words to the songs I was singing. And
that whole situation has got to be so stressful. You guys put in like crazy hours on Idol, right?
Yeah, it is. It's long days, but I don't know. I never really thought I was going to win until really the end, so I didn't put too much pressure on myself. I mean, I always just wanted to sound good, you know. Every week, I just didn't want to go back on YouTube that night and watch and be like, oh God, what were you doing? So that was my biggest thing. And then, you know, once I took it, because I don't know, to me, music was never about like a competition, anything like that. So it kind of was weird for me at first. Once I got away from that and just was like, let's just, you know, have fun. You're on TV for a few minutes every week. It's cool. I'll try to have fun with it. And that kind of, you know, put my mind at ease.
So what did you do before Idol?
I played music. I was in a band. I was on America's Got Talent the year before I did Idol, actually, with my band. And then
Beach Avenue.
I was trying to do all of the reality shows in like 3 years, I guess. But I did that the year before. We went pretty far, and then after that, Idol came. I was also working. You know, I was working in sales and stuff like that. So I was trying to, you know, work during the day and then do music at night. And then, luckily now, from the Idol win, I could just worry about music now. So
well, yeah, the hard work definitely paid off. I tell you what, right now we're going to play the new single. It's called All On You. And then after that, I want to talk to you a little bit about how hardcore your fans are.
All right, let's do it.
All right, that's coming up right after All On You. Nick Fradiani on 103.3 KFR. 103.3 KFR. It is the Morning Mayhem with Dana and Tess, and we have 2015 American Idol winner Nick Fradiani with us. I want to make sure I am pronouncing the name correctly.
You've been spot on with the lot. I know you were a little nervous about it, but you got it. You were spot on. Believe me, I've heard I've heard Fradiavolo, like the sauce. I've heard all this. You did a good job.
Do people try to kick into like an Italian? Yo, Nick Fradiani!
Yeah, they do.
How you doing?
Yes, that's a good point. People start getting more Italian as the
right. Hey, thanks for the stereotype, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what Nick is talking about is I did a Periscope video a week ago to his fans because we were inundated with fans saying, hey, play the new Nick Fradiani song. And I did a video basically saying, hey, just a heads up, guys, here's the best way and here's probably a bad way to help promote the artist you love. Your fans love you like passionately.
Right, and that's awesome, but, you know, you had to explain to them, unfortunately, this is what's going to steer us as program directors away.
I didn't want to argue with them because they're going to come after me. So and they're listening right now. I know they are. So I love you guys.
I was actually in the studio with one of my best friends, and whenever I'm working, I do go on my social media and try to keep up with the fans and everything. And I see that video go up, and I'm like, oh God, what is this about? Because I had no idea. And then I watched the whole thing, and me and my friend Nick, his name's Nick as well, we were watching it, and I was like, I got to explain you know, because it was good because, you know, the fans just want to help. That's what they want to do, however they can. That's what they, you know, especially when you come from Idol, you know, they got to know me by helping me and with voting and stuff like that. So I think they were actually they liked it because it was helpful. They knew that that's okay. That's not the way to go about doing this. I think it was a very good thing, actually, so I appreciate it.
Well, and you have a huge gift. You know what most artists would give to have a group of fans that will do anything, that are just working hard to make sure you succeed? I mean, that's an amazing gift you have in your back pocket there.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't buy a fan base, you know what I mean? So that's always important, and I'm, you know, the cool thing about radio, though, you know, is now that I'm, you know, it's getting it to new people, you know, and a new fan base. So it's exciting, though, that I have that, and I hopefully will always have it. And that's why I try to, you know, always think of the fans first. Because, you know, especially, like I said, from Idol, I wouldn't be here with you or putting out the album that I just put out without them. So that was definitely a funny way of me and you meeting each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, you handled it with class. You're a super cool guy. That's why I invited you on the show, because I thought, here's a guy with an open mind, and here's a guy that I see interacting with his fans almost daily on social media. And that's rare.
And fans that respect him because they stopped after you explained why, you know, it wasn't cool how they were handling it. Yeah, they stopped. They're like,
they're super cool about it. So, well, let's talk about the new album, Hurricane.
Sure.
What do you feel like the vibe is? After I heard a couple of songs, and I got to tell you, the one that I think I like the most, and I just did some previews of some of the tracks, I thought Get You Home was really funky.
Yeah, that was the first single after the show. So Beautiful Life was like my, you know, kind of like the Philip Phillips Home, you know what I mean? It's a song you sang on the show. And then Get You Home was the first one right after that, and it's definitely a different vibe for sure. But yeah, that's a fun one, and it's got the, you know, the sample in there as well from If You Want It, You Got It. So that at least, like, even if you don't know the song, like right off the bat, you kind of you know a part of it.
What do you feel like is the vibe of the album? What can someone expect from the new stuff?
I think it's a pretty eclectic grouping of music. You know, I think when you watch the show, you know, I was doing a little more kind of rock stuff, and this is not really like that. It's definitely steered towards top 40, and but I think you can kind of get a mixture of everything. I mean, I wrote a song with Jason Mraz on the record, and then, you know, then there's a song like Get You Home that's totally different. So I think, you know, it's kind of like, feels to me like two different records at times. Like the 1 through 5 is really top 40, really pop, and I think the last few kind of steer more towards singer-songwritery stuff. So I think, you know, give it a shot, and I think a lot of people so far that didn't know who I was, that have listened to it, kind of really like it. So I think there's a lot of different songs for everybody on it.
Are you going to be hitting the road soon? Maybe we can see you somewhere near Kalamazoo soon?
We're working on putting together some type of an acoustic-y tour coming up. I just did, I was on the road doing basically like a radio tour for the last few months. So right now, me and my agent are trying to get something together. So yeah, hopefully soon I'll be towards your way.
Yeah, if you're ever in town, you're more than welcome.
You know we'll take care of you, so you just let us know. So make sure you follow Nick Fradiani. Nick, now I'm going to mispronounce your name. Hilarious! Hey, Nick Fradiani, come on! Make sure you follow him on Twitter.
You just got to get in the character, and you got it.
Yeah, see, it's very sad, that stereotype, to get it right now. So follow Nick on Twitter and on Facebook, and buy the new album, Hurricane. It is everywhere music is available. Again, Nick, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, guys.
The Morning Mayhem with Dana and Tess on 103.3 KFR. Powered by Family Surgical, your local cool sculpting experts.